Good evening and welcome to News Stories on Normalita Radio 91.1 FM, your number one development radio station. I am Rosemary Mwabase Ibeibo. The headlines. Ekwueme pioneers robotic prostate cancer surgery in Imo. ASU INSU demands dialogue as strike enters third week. APC wins all 13 chairmanship seats in Ebonyi LG polls. Tinubu orders arrest of George Umwabweze over alleged fake government urgency. Iran rejects fresh US sanctions as global oil market remains under pressure. Now the news in full. Imo State has recorded a significant development in specialized healthcare following the successful completion of a robotic-assisted prostate cancer surgery in Imo Robotic and Laparoscopic Surgery Center located at Umuguma Specialist Hospital in Owerri. The procedure, led by specialist robotic and laparoscopic surgeon Professor Kingsley Ekwueme, formed part of the flag-off of the center on Friday, August 21st. The facility was established through a public-private partnership between the Imo State government and the prostate clinic, with the aim of bringing advanced surgical care closer to patients in the state and beyond. Professor Ekwueme said the patients who traveled to Imo State from Lagos underwent the procedure without blood loss or the need for blood transfusion. He said the procedure also preserved the nerves associated with erectile function and is expected to support urinary control, reducing some of the complications that can follow prostate cancer surgery. Explaining the technology, Professor Ekwueme said the robotic system gives surgeons a highly magnified view of the operating area and allows greater precision when working around delicate tissues.
Not just prostate, to treat all forms of cancer, be a holistic and comprehensive service. Today is a very special day. We have just finished operating on a very young man who is unfortunate to be diagnosed with prostate cancer. The patient doesn't live in Imo State. He flew to Imo State from where he had his robotic surgery done. And there is no blood loss. All his nerves for erection have been preserved. He will have control of his urine. There is no wearing of pampers. There was absolutely no blood loss. As he's walking up now, he will eat back again. Forward, you give it to him. He will be home tomorrow. This is the fascinating transformation.
Governor Harpo Uzodinma, who expressed delight over the development, congratulated the people of Imo State, saying the facility would serve not only as treatment center but also encourage preventive health care through routine medical examination.
So we are able to bring this technology from being victims of the cancer. So it is not only a treatment center, it's also going to give us a direction for prevention. So people are encouraged to come to begin to do routine checks, medical checkup. So at the earlier the thing is discovered, the treatment is easy and possible. So I'm happy that our vision as a government in bringing quality Medicare, affordable Medicare to our people is being realized. Yeah, because what we did was to co-fund. The majority of the funding came from the private sector. That brings me to the global vision of Imo Medicare. You are encouraged to go and register with the health insurance.
Professor Ekwueme said the robotics center is part of a wider medical development that includes an oncology and treatment center being established alongside to provide comprehensive cancer care. He said the availability of such advanced medical services in Imo could reduce the need for Nigerians to travel abroad for specialized treatment and could also attract patients from other parts of the country and beyond. The successful procedure marks a new chapter in Imo State's efforts to expand access to advanced surgical care through collaboration between the public and private sectors. The Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU Imo State University Branch, says each ongoing industrial action has entered its third week without meaningful engagement from the university management. The branch chairman, Comrade Stephen Oguji, said at a press conference in Owerri that management had neither formally addressed the union nor engaged it on the issue behind the strike. Oguji accused the university management of attempting to create the impression that academic activities were continuing, including the conduct of examination, while academic staffs are on strike. He called on the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Yuyu Chukwumeze, the Imo State government, and other stakeholders to urgently intervene and commence genuine dialogue. The union says it remains committed to the implementation of the 2025 ASU-FG agreement and is ready to return to negotiations to resolve the dispute. The 2026 West African Senior School Certificate Examination (WAEC) results have renewed conversations around students' academic performance, examination preparedness, and the role of parents and schools in helping candidates succeed. WAEC says 1,950,726 candidates sat for the examination, with 1,200,514 representing 61.54% obtaining credit in at least 5 subjects, including English language and mathematics. The result of 167,486 candidates were withheld over alleged examination malpractice. As schools in Imo State reviewed their results, attention is also turning to how students adapted to the computer-based testing format and the support available to them. At Madonna Secondary School, Owerri, the Dean of Studies, Blessing Okpara, while speaking with our correspondent, Onyedikachi Okezie, disclosed that the school recorded a generally good performance, although many students struggled with Igbo language. Abara says the CBT format did not negatively affect the students' performance, explaining that although there were initial concerns among parents, teachers, and students, the candidates became comfortable with the system after first 2 papers. She attributed the outcome of the combined effort of teachers. She attributed the outcome to the combined effort of teachers, school management, parents, and students, stressing the need for cooperation in preparing candidates for external examinations. Akwara said parents should work closely with schools, particularly in supporting SS3 students, while teachers should adequately prepare candidates for both the practical and theoretical aspects of the examination.
Especially SS3 students, that their parents work hand in hand with the school management to prepare their children for the examination. Secondly, the school should prepare the students adequately for both practical and theory aspect of the examination. Thirdly, the school should explain the rules of the examinations to the student and tell them the do's and the don'ts, what they are expected to do and what they are not meant to do during the examination proper, and then provide necessary facilities that will aid a successful exam.
She also warned against examination malpractice, which she says damages students' confidence and their ability to function independently in the future. Opera notes that financial challenges can limit students' access to textbooks, past questions, and other learning materials, but maintains that socioeconomic background should not determine a student's performance or future.
Discourages genuine students from reading and also it destroys the students' self-confidence. It's not just passing the exam, but it will affect their confidence in the future. Most of them will feel that they cannot write or help on their own, and so it will also carry them into the future. Some things they can do on their own, they are waiting for help or something. No, examination malpractice is not good for students. Social economic background affects students' preparation for work today in the sense that the students might not be able to buy the necessary books to prepare for the examination or other materials like past questions if the parents are from a low economic background. It doesn't allow students to concentrate in class because most times they will be sent out of the class for non-payment of school fees, and it will affect the students psychologically, emotionally, and otherwise, and making learning difficult.
The dean says the aspirants of the 2026 examination should encourage schools, parents, and students to begin preparations early, strengthen academic support, and take greater responsibility for improving performance in subsequent examination. The Obi of Onitsha, Igwe Naimeka Alfred Achebe, will chair the 22nd All Nigerian Editors Conference, due to take place in Enugu on September 24th and 25th, 2026, with former Catholic Archbishop of Abuja, John Cardinal Onayekon, billed to deliver the keynote address. The conference, organized by the Nigerian Guild of Editors, will bring together more than 500 editors from across the country at the International Conference Center in Enugu. Coming ahead of 2027 general election, the conference will focus on the role of the media in strengthening democracy, with the theme, the ballot, the media, and the task of keeping democracy alive. The discussion will also center on the growing challenge of artificial intelligence and misinformation under the sub-theme, When Lies Look Real, detecting and debunking AI disinformation before, during, and after elections. Other speakers expected at the two-day event include Enugu State Governor Peter Mba, Professor Awal Yadudu of Bayero University, Kano, immediate past president of the Nigerian Bar Association, Afam Osigwe, Deputy Vice Chancellor of Paul University, Awka, Professor Chinyere Okuna, and Professor Farouk Perogi of Kensal State University, Georgia, United States. Also expected is the founder and chief medical director of Save a Life Hospital, Port Harcourt, Dr. Richard Okoye, who will address issues surrounding journalists, stress, deadline, and personal well-being. The Guild says the conference will provide a platform for editors and other stakeholders to discuss the challenges confronting democracy and explore ways the media can help promote credible election, public trust, and responsible journalism. The All Progressive Congress APC has won all 13 chairmanship and 171 councillorship seats contested in the Ebonyi State local government elections. The results were announced on Sunday by the chairman of the Ebonyi State Independent Electoral Commission, Ebisek Patrick Enyi, at the commission's office in Ome Road, Abakaliki. Among those declared winners is Upson Umahi, son of the Minister of Works, David Umahi, who emerged chairman-elect of Ohaozara local government area. Other chairmanship winners include Peace Ago for Ishehi, Paul Ituma for Ahauku, Friday Umuhue for Eza North, and Chinedu Mpuma for Eza South, and Chidi Umode for Ikwo. Umahi and 12 other candidates of All Progressive Congress APC were declared winners of the 13 chairmanship seats contested in the elections, giving the APC control of all 13 local government councils in the state. While the Electoral Commission described the exercise as peaceful, the opposition People's Democratic Party (PDP) rejected the polls, describing it as a mono-party election and alleging that it was conducted in violence of subsisting court judgment. The party says it will pursue legal actions over the outcome. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has ordered the immediate arrest of Judge Bochi Nwabweze following the discovery of another alleged fake government agency operating within the office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, OSGF. The Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, ICPC, say the agency, known as the National Brands Development and Made in Nigeria Special Projects Office, had been allocated office space within OSGF without presidential authorization. Following the discovery, President Tinubu ordered the arrest of Nwabweze and the suspension of 3 permanent secretaries, M.S. Danjuma Ndungu Gagare and Richard P. Filangwa. ICPC Chairman Musa Adamu Aliyu said the commission would continue its investigation to determine how the alleged fake office was established and whether government officials were involved. However, Nwabweze has denied operating a fake government agency. He has produced an alleged appointment letter bearing the OSGF letterhead, which he says authorized his appointment as National Coordinator and Executive Director of the Made in Nigeria Projects Office. The development came from the ongoing investigation into the Presidential Foreign Investment Promotion Council, PFIPC, which the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, ICPC, had earlier identified as a fictitious government body. The ICPC had been investigating the alleged fake council and its former Director General, Adeniyi Adeyemi Matthew, over claims including forged government documents and the use of purported presidential appointments to obtain official recognition and diplomatic support. President Tinubu had earlier ordered the commission to investigate the matter. The president has, however, directed a wider forensic investigation into the government systems that allowed the alleged fake agencies to operate, with officials warning that the probe could uncover further irregularities, including possible ghost workers and payroll issues. You're listening to the news on Amalicha Radio 91.1 FM. More when we come back from the break. Do stay with us.
When news breaks, Amalicha 91.1 breaks in.
I admit the decision will impose extra burden on the masses of our people. I feel your pain.
Reliable.
I disagree with them. What they're actually preaching is the problem of Nigeria. The problem of Nigeria is accepting wrongdoing, accepting what is unacceptable. That is using God's name in vain.
And accurate.
And opposition